If you want to hear my update on my 12 pans of Christmas, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène with another video, and this is my update for the 12 pans of Christmas. It is my late November update. I am a little bit late. I have had some technical issues over the past week or so, which I address in a separate video if you're curious to know what has transpired. And it's a story and then some. Anyway, back to the issue at hand, or the project at hand. So the project idea is to finish 12 products by December 24th, so 12 by Christmas. It is a great idea for a project, and just to remind you of where I was last time, if you have not seen that video, or you need a little bit of a reminder, I finished up 3 products so far. I finished up one lip product, which was the Buxom Sugar Lip Full-On Lip Polish. I finished the Marc Jacobs Pretty Thing, which was a deluxe sample lip gloss. I finished the Hangover 3-in-1 setting spray from Too Faced. And I also finished the Peach Mist from Too Faced. So what I want to do now is go over the products that I have not finished, obviously, of which there are 8. And let's see how I'm doing. First up, I want to talk about a couple of lip products that I'm working on, and I hope you can see on camera. So I have just marked yesterday, but obviously I used it again because it's a little bit lower. I marked this one is called Cure Royale from Buxom, and this one is a cream, I think. Yeah, full-on lip cream. It's a very deep color in the tube, but it's actually a lot lighter when you put it on because it's more like a gloss, and I really quite enjoy it. I'm using it quite a bit. And this one I also marked, and this is Rose Julep, and you can see the mark right there. So I am really focusing on these in the coming number of weeks, and I think that I can finish at least one of them. So I'm really going to be working on both of them, but I think I'm going to give preference to Rose Julep just because I'm a little bit further along. Now I have a couple of other lip products. I want to talk about this one first. It is depotted, and you'll see it says lip gloss on the top. I'll show you what I've got in it. Hopefully I won't tip it over. So you'll see that there's quite a bit of gloss in there. I had to depot my Wet n Wild Crystal Clear lip gloss because I was wondering why I was having some lip gloss showing up on my counter, and I thought I was just being sloppy, and I was like, come on, pay attention, Hélène. Well, no, there was a tiny, tiny hole on the bottom of the lip gloss. It must have fallen at some point. There was a chip out of it, and it was just a tiny, tiny hole, which is why I never noticed. So I depotted the lip gloss into this little container because it's a clear lip gloss. It can be very multifunctional, right, as far as just wearing it on its own or as a topper for a liquid lipstick. Why could I not think of the name? Anyway, yeah, it can be a nice topper for a liquid lipstick, that kind of thing. So I do want to keep it in this project and in my collection because I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It looks fine, works fine. It just needed to exit its container. So I have a lot of trouble showing progress on it, although I did use it quite a bit before depotting it. And I think I'm about 1/3 of the way through this product as far as it was full when I started. So yeah, anyway, that's as much as I can say on that one. And this is the one I'm going to focus on the least, to be frank, because of the difficulty measuring, and I'd rather finish the other lip products. All right, we're almost halfway through. This is the 4th product I'm updating you on. This is the Tarte Beach Babe, and boy, do I have a lot of progress to show you. This is all that is left. I will be done at most by tomorrow because what my objective was to be right flat with the plastic so that I can't apply it anymore just the traditional way. Knowing me, because I like the color and I'm wearing it right now, right? I am going to dig in and get everything out because I do want to finish the product. But for the purposes of this project, I will consider it done, like I said, once it's at the plastic level. I thoroughly enjoyed this lipstick, and if I didn't have a bunch of bullet lipsticks in nude shades, I would definitely repurchase this. This Beach Babe one is just great. It's part of the Color Splash collection. And just look at it, right? It's tiny, tiny. I'm going to be done based on how I use it by either tomorrow morning or tomorrow night. Given that, because I'm going to wear it all day and reapply as needed, I am considering this one done. And I think you can understand why I don't want to wait a month to say it's done. It's done. And that is the only lip product I'm going to wear until it's at that plastic level. So yeah, I consider this one done and out of the project, which means I have 5 of 12 products finished. Now for this one. This one entered the project at the very beginning as well, obviously, because you select 12 products. And this is not just Fit Me powder. I actually crushed some Rimmel powder into this as well because I had repressed it and taken it on a trip and it just crumbled again. So I thought, okay, fine, you're telling me it's loose, you're loose powder, then you're loose powder. So I'm just going to take a few seconds to get it level, and so see you in a sec. Okay, it's about level on each side, so I think I can show you. So I'm halfway through. So if you look at that side and then that side, I would argue I'm about halfway through. One side is a little bit higher than the other, but yeah, I feel pretty confident to say that I'm halfway through. So I think I'm going to end up at about 2/3 by the end of the project. I don't see how I can possibly finish this powder, especially since we are now in the winter months in my city of Winnipeg, or as we call it, Winter Peg. I don't use as much powder in the winter as I do in the summer because it is drier usually in the winter, although today is very wet and slushy outside. But I'm very happy to be going through this powder. I'm happy it's in the project because I would really like to get it done, get that kind of mix of those two powders finished so that I can focus on some other powders that I'm really excited to be using in my collection. So slow and steady she goes, and I hope to have some good news as far as progress in the next update. Now for this one, if you've seen my other videos where I include this little guy, you will know it as the set of samples that will never die. This is a mix of Urban Decay Sin and AQUA XL from Makeup Forever. And you'll see it here. The shiny one is the Urban Decay Sin, and then the dark one is the AQUA XL M56 Matte Brown from Makeup Forever. And I am using these little guys as eye primers, and they work really well. If you have an AQUA XL in a brown or beige shade, and it's just sitting in your collection and you don't know what to do with it, oh my goodness, eye primer. It works great if you're going to put deeper colors on top, which is what I did obviously in my look today. I'm wearing relatively deep colors. And then Sin is very blingy. So if you're going to do a very shiny look, it's a great base to just amp up the shine on your eyelid color, for your eyelid colors. So I am cruising on this, but it will definitely not be done next month because despite using it every day, it takes so little product. You would say, well, Hélène, you don't have that much in the container. Oh yes, I do. I have a lot. I did manage though to finish on this side. I had the original Urban Decay Primer Potion, and that's all done. You can see I scraped as much as I could. And I'm not going to add any other samples to this. I just want to finish everything that is in here. I don't have much hope that I will be done with those 2 samples by the end of this project, but I am really hoping that I will be relatively far along. 2 more products, hang in there. The next one is this Zero liner from Urban Decay, and it's a black. It's not as black as Perversion, but it's not bad. It's the liner that usually gets included in Urban Decay samples. As a matter of fact, I just got another one of these in a sample with the Born to Run palette, which I'm very excited about. Anyway, that is what it looks like. It does dry down quite a bit, but it's not like Perversion. Perversion really sticks and doesn't budge, which is why I put that on the upper waterline today, because I have a lavender, no, actually no, this one is the pink from pink gel liner from ColourPop, and I didn't want the black to transfer down onto that bright color, so I used Perversion. If I'm not using a colorful or white gel liner on the lower waterline, then I use this one. And I wanted to finish it by the end of the year. As you can tell, that is not going to happen, and I use it virtually every day. So this is, if you are worried about finding a black liner, a high-end black liner, and wanting a black liner that's going to last a long time, this would be it. And as Perversion, I wouldn't necessarily use all over. It's this one is the one that I would use in any sort of capacity around the eye as a liner. It smudges easily. Perversion is more of a get to a certain spot and stick. So yeah, this one is more universal for all sorts of purposes, smudging, precision lining, whatever. And it's very creamy, and you can certainly use a liner brush with it as well. Anyway, I like it. I like it, but there is no way in heck that I can possibly finish it by the 24th of December. So lots of talking to basically say just that. But I will keep working on it, and we'll see what happens. Now this one, the Better Than Sex mascara from Too Faced, I can tell you that I will be done by Christmas with this one, or the 24th, because I will not be taking this mascara into the new year. It is getting old. I opened it up, I think it was in August, when Steph Lyons and I did a pick each other's makeup for a makeup look, and this is the mascara she wanted me to use, and so I had it cracked open since then, and it's high time for it to leave my collection. So whatever is left or whatnot by the end of the year, December 24th, I'm going to say, yeah, we're done, because it will have been, what is it, August, September, October, November, December, 5 months. That's plenty, and I have a lot of other mascaras, so there is absolutely no reason for me to keep around a mascara that is well past its prime. It is not what I am wearing on my lashes today, though. I am wearing the L'Oreal Waterproof. Just because it was so wet and yucky outside, I just didn't want to end up having mascara all over my face, because the Better Than Sex is not the waterproof version. That is not the one that I'm using. Anyway, that is it. So we had last time 4 products completed. I now have one additional one to add to that mix, so 5 out of 12 completed, and I think I'll have some good updates for you next time. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it every single time. You know that. And I do look forward to seeing you in the next update to this project, and also in the next video. But for now, take care.